Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to Dome Life. It's been a bit since I have done any filming of myself or any projects. I have been injured. Damn back. Story of my life. But one of the projects I've been doing lately, I am painting the trim of the house. So wasn't gonna film any of it because I didn't think it'd be too interesting, but I'll film a little bit, make a little video out of it, and see how it goes. So I've done maybe a little bit less than half of it. Maybe, yeah, about less than half. So check it out. So I've got this whole side done. You can see at the very top what it used to look like. Now at the bottom, what it looks like. So I've done this whole side. Walking around. And I've done this whole side. I think it looks pretty killer. It might look white on camera, but it's kind of hard to tell. In the roof, there's a little bit of green. I forgot the name of this roof. It's like coral something. Coral. I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name. But it's got a little bit of a green. So then in the paint, it's like a white, gray, green mix. So it's kind of hard to tell. But it's not white. We wanted to go with something that kind of popped, to where when you pull up out by the front of the house, when you pull up, you see it. Because when you're at the main street and you make that right onto the street, you can see our house, but it's really dark and it doesn't stand out. So we wanted it to kind of pop and look a little bit better. So now I am working on front of the house. Rather sketchy. I'm a plumber. I don't really climb ladders too much. I used to climb ladders quite a bit and use lifts and all that type of stuff, but haven't recently. But once you get going, it's not too bad. So what I've been doing is all the white that you're seeing here is wood patch. Wood super old, super dry rotted, but it was going to be super expensive to replace all of it during the roofing. We did replace one section in the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace all those slats or the wood panels up here, because you can see that they're kind of warped and peeling out, and those ones won't be too bad. So then this going across, I really patched it because I want it to look fairly new once it's painted, so it matches everything else up here. So right now I'm just in the process of, I go through, sand off all the old paint, scrape off all the old paint, then come back through, put in the wood filler, and go back through and sand it, and then tape it off. And then once I'm done doing that, I'll go back through and paint it. The real big pain in the butt is painting everything under here. Gotta get under there and tape it all off. As you saw on the back side, it was just gray cement. I had a feeling the old owner was gonna do something similar to this in the back, just never got to it. I'm thinking about possibly, I don't know, I might redo this. I'm gonna rip all the gray mortar off the wall back there. It's kind of hard to see, but at the very top, all those rocks, to me those rocks look like warts. Those rocks are coming off. I think I'm gonna look for like a I saw it at Home Depot. I gotta go check it out some more, but it looked almost like a barnwood type of siding. I think I'm gonna go with something like that all around the top, and we'll see where I go from there. I don't want to get too crazy with it. I don't have all the time in the world to do all this. I mean, I do, but I don't. But yeah, so I'm gonna climb the ladder now, sand a little bit, patch a little bit, tape a little bit, let it all dry, sand it some more, and then paint it. Let's do some time lapse. So the time lapse is pretty much the gist of what is going on. Now I just need to let that white wood filler dry. Once it's dry, it's mainly just the top where I couldn't reach. Down along the side is done, that side's done, that side's done. It's just the peak. Once that dries, then sand it smooth. I take the bigger paintbrush, get all the dust off, and then start painting. I might even get some paint. It's been kind of a bear to paint when it's 90 to 100 degrees out, because the top layer of the paint just keeps drying on me. But it could be worse. So far so good. I don't think I'll film too much more, maybe a little bit more. But you can see that second eave, I gotta figure out a way to get up there. I think I can take this ladder and lay it at an angle to where I can just climb the ladder all the way up. Bummer part about the ladder is it's super heavy and my back just doesn't like that ladder. So now the other fun part is going to be the top. I do have a harness and I do have some rope. So I'm just going to tie myself off to the inside. There's some metal structure inside. Tie myself off to that, and then I'll be able to go around and paint and bring everything up there. Shouldn't be too bad. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
You say hi?
Hi.
Hi. You're supposed to look at the camera.
Hi.
Is the sun on your face?
Yes.
Yes. That's why you wear sunglasses, bug. So now the other part, first floor stuff, that's all cakewalk. But now once we come over to here, so you can see rock on the base, rock on the base. This side, the top is finished, the bottom is not. And you come over to this side, middle's finished, top's not, bottom's not. All that rock's coming off, all that rock's coming off. And then I got to figure if I'm going to do some sort of siding, stucco. I don't know yet. I haven't figured that out yet, but all the top rock's coming off. I want to really limit the rock. Even over there, I was thinking about cutting it like a foot below the window. So it's just the bottom of it. It's just, to me, it's just too much rock. And then I'm thinking about actually just temporarily painting that stucco the same color as the trim, just because it will probably look better. But this side's going to be fun too, and then we got Scotty's window over there as well. So still got quite a bit to go with other projects as well. Been doing a lot with the bees. Actually caught another swarm that was in the community, so now I've got 3 colonies. About to take the separation out from in the chicken coop so they can all mingle. And then we've got gardens. Amy's garden's popping off pretty good with the tomatoes. So garden's looking good. My gourds are looking good. Pumpkins are looking good. I've got about 30 pumpkins, somewhere around there. And then I've got a ton of gourds. Right now it's just trying to keep the bugs away. The bugs are starting to go after everything that's dying. But let me get back to painting and I'll keep in touch. New shades, but old shades. Shoot, I think these shades are like 15 years old. Just found them. So back to painting. As you can see behind me, most of it is done. Just need to climb up there and remove all the yellow tape. Now all these boards, all that, I'm gonna go to Lowe's and get some new. And rather than paint it up there, I'll just paint it down here and then put it up. I think that sounds like an easier plan. The underside of this, painting it by hand, has been a bear. I'm only doing one coat. There's some sections where I wish I would have gone back over it, but you know what? I can go back over it at a later date. Right now I'm just trying to get it all covered. The wood's starting to rot. Hopefully covering it helps a little bit and it will make it look good. Let's take a look at what it looks like from back here. Oh, sun on my face. Probably can't see much because the sun's pretty killer today. Let's see, get in the shade. Alright, then next will be onto that other side. Once I get that other side done, then I'll do that second eave. So let's remove some tape. Just like that, all the tape's gone. Bright white with a hint of green and gray. Can't really tell. I think once the sun hits it a little bit better, you can see. Let's see, let's walk over here. You can see what it looked like before. That was before. So I'm going to paint that section next. Wind's picking up today. Then paint these lower sections. Then the second section, I might even do the top next. I mean, once I do the bottom. So just one step at a time. Now the flowers are starting to die off, kind of a bummer. Lots of tomatoes though. Who needs tomatoes? Alright, so we shall see how it goes replacing the wood. I think I'm going to head down to Lowe's now and try to get that done over the weekend. See you on the next one. And that's a wrap. Well, I didn't replace the wood. Got up there, got the pry bar, crowbar, everything I needed to get that wood down off of the house. And all that brickwork is so old that a lot of it just started crumbling as I tried prying that wood off. So I said, nah, just gonna temporarily paint it. Got it painted, looks good. Get the rest of the house done. And eventually I'll either go back and repair this, or I'll do the same thing that I do on the back side. So right now, at least the front's all done. Looks pretty good. See what it looks like from back here. We'll have to put on a before picture of what it looked like before, but now from the street it just stands out way more. You can see kind of what I was going for is to have it pop, but I mean, pops maybe a little bit more than I wanted to. And see all the storms out there. We got some good rain yesterday. You can tell by the ground it's all dark. Poured for about 15-20 minutes. But yeah, you can see the top, that second, that's the old color, and then the new, I think it was Mystic Coast. I forgot the name of it. Something Coast. But it's kind of got a, you can see, you might not be able to see it in the camera view, but on the roof it's like a dark gray mixed with like a coral. Green, like turquoise. So that's what I was kind of going for, was a mix of white with that green and gray. So that is a wrap on the front. Now I don't know if I want to tackle the second layer or the sides. We'll decide and go from there. Catch you on the next one.